If you are wondering when to use Next.js or when to use React.js, then this video is for you. Hi guys, my name is Manjunath and in this video I am going to tell you when to use Next.js or React.js. So let's get started with it. First of all, let's just talk about React concepts. React is a front-end framework and it's usually used as a single page application, meaning whatever you are going to write, it will be splitted into component and everything will be in one page itself, meaning you can build interactive application using it. But of course you can add router to it and create multiple page application also, but it's something which doesn't offered by React whenever you are just getting base React application using create React app or something else. Then let's just try to understand what and all concept React provides. React provides hooks for setting state and for context and lots of other things which are very useful. The thing is, whatever these hooks and all there, it can be used in Next.js also. So what does Next.js offers better than React? Like why is there even like difference between React and Next.js? So let's just talk about Next.js. The thing with Next.js is it provides routing library by default, meaning you don't have to install any kind of router or anything like that. Next.js provides it by default. Then another thing with Next.js is it provides us with the server-side rendering, meaning whatever you are going to see on the website, whenever you are using JavaScript framework, it will be in JavaScript only, meaning there will be one initial load of HTML and whatever the else things come, maybe styles, maybe HTML, everything is because of JavaScript file which is included in the chunk of React which provides whenever you are like building it. So that's not the case in the Next.js. In Next.js, whatever you are going to see in the front end, the server renders it in the backend itself and it presents you clean HTML rendered page. It's very useful for SEO if you know what is it. The thing with Next.js is you'll be getting entire page itself. In React, you won't be getting entire page. Your browser has to pick from JavaScript and it's going to display the page for you. Also, Next.js provides lots of useful features like adding meta tags using directly head wherever you want. In React, you need to do some additional things in order to make sure that happens. Other than that, it provides navigation also by default. It's also included in routing part only, but it provides it. Then there are so many other things which Next.js provides, but they are like little bit advanced side of it. We are not going to talk about it, but they are also one of the feature which Next.js provides. Now let's just talk about the matter in the hand. When to use what? Let me just tell you, whenever you are going to build one application or a website which has authentication, then it's better if you just use React, because Next.js concept won't play that much big role whenever everything is behind the authentication. All this server-side rendering and all the other things which Next.js provides as a feature is no use if you are just using login functionality to get the access to it. For example, Netflix. When Netflix you are going to use, you need to have one authentication system and membership, of course. Without it, you are not going to watch any kind of movie. So it's better if Next.js is not used with the Netflix like website, because React provides very easy things which you can even install externally also if you require, but you will be able to use whatever the feature is provided in React just as it is. But now let's just talk about like building some websites like YouTube, where you don't need necessarily to be logged in order to access the content. That time Next.js plays big role because it is going to help you index in the search results. And other than that, I don't think like there is like much difference when you have to use React or when you have to use Next.js. But the thing is, if you are just a beginner, I recommend you to stick with one. That is, if it's possible, then it's better if you stick with Next.js only, because whatever the concept which are available in the React.js, it's available in Next.js also. So it's not like Next.js is something else like a Vue or Angular. It's React framework and it you will be writing everything like how you are going to write it in React, but a little bit better features Next.js provides you. That's why if you just stick with Next.js, then it's very easy for you. If in the future necessity arises that you have to use something like React with authentication, you can put that. But in routing, just by creating file, you will be able to create new routes. It's very useful as a beginner, because installing React Router DOM and creating pages and routes using it, it's going to be a little bit difficult if you are just getting started with the front end development. So Next.js plays very big role in it. And we have been using Next.js for even like bigger projects. It works fine. Like there is no problem associated with it. The thing is, you need to be little bit experienced in order to use Next.js with the like little bit bigger project. It's made for such things only, but as a beginner, it's better if you just start with React.js, then stick to Next.js, because React concepts, that's the basic concept. It's better to learn it in React only. If you are able to install Next.js and if you are able to make sure it's up and running, then of course you can use Next.js and you can learn React concept. But if you are uncomfortable with any of this whenever you are getting started, use another thing, and after you learn it, then you'll be able to easily switch back and forth based on requirement. That is, if you are having login system, then it's better if you put use of React. If you don't have login system and if it's something which needs to be SEO friendly, then it's better if you go with the Next.js. So that's it for this video, guys, and hope you like this video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.